All right, so I'm going to start doing a thing where when I don't really have anything to put out, I'm just going to read, I'm going to read whatever has been in my notes or whatever I've been putting in my notes on my phone for the week. I make a shitload of notes. I am always noting. And they are all pretty full. Like, click a random one, it's pretty full. Blah, blah, stupid conversation. This one, not that full. This one, kind of full, right? It's like a lot of these are full. Anyways. One of the recent things that I was thinking about is titled Focus on Shit and Shit Grows. So a lot of this is about my skin, because growing up I had really bad acne, and it's kind of funny because every time that I then talk about my skin gets bad. So knock on wood that I don't have like an insane breakout or something after this, because that seems to be what happens. But essentially, having acne has taught me like a lot of different things. It's really fucked with my confidence a lot and made me unconfident, as well as to be able to understand the importance of confidence, and also how to kind of ignore things that are insignificant that do bring down your confidence, and how to just have confidence regardless of physical features. And acne is one of those things that, like, when you get it, it's really hard to ignore it because it's on your face, and you can't just like cover it up if you're a dude, and even if you're a girl sometimes you can't, and it's not something that you can just like forget about during the day because it's there all the time. Anyways, the main premise about this was that when you focus on shit grows. And I found that when I had bad skin and when I was having a breakout, the more attention that I paid to it, and the more that I would get up and go look at myself in the mirror like intermittently throughout the day, or the more that I would touch it, or the more that I would think about it, the more that it would lay on my conscious, the worse that it would actually get. And it's weird because like that was actually so true. And the opposite was also extremely true, that the less I focused on it, that when I was doing things that totally preoccupied my mind, that were keeping me from thinking about my skin would actually get better. And I went through periods where my skin was getting good when I was like away on vacation, or like at a sports tournament, or like, I would have like a week where I was studying, and even if I had like really high stress, I was too busy focusing on something to think about the bad thing that was going on with my skin that would actually get better. And this is a philosophy that I think you can kind of just apply to everything in your life. That it's like the more that you focus on something, the more that thing will grow. There's a quote from George Janko when he was on a podcast with Andrew Tate, and it's there's two wolves. Oh my god, I can't take the wolf analogy seriously. But it's there's two wolves. There's one in the light and one in the dark. And which one do you think is the one that lives? And it's the one that you feed. So essentially, nothing really matters other than what you pay focus to. And the thing that you put the most attention in your life on is the thing that is going to grow, and the thing that is going to become more abundant. And that's just something that I strongly advocate for everything, is just the more of your life force that you put into thinking about something, the more relevant that it's going to be in all aspects of your life. And so the key thing here, I think, for myself has been to just like try to focus as little as I can on negative stuff. And like, obviously I think you're kind of bound to like kind of let it into your life once in a while, and you can't always evade it. But for the most part, sticking to having positive beliefs. And I even catch myself like when I get into like a really negative headspace, I will like literally slap myself in the face and be like, yo, like wake up, get this shit out of your head. And I'll have to deliberately put myself in a positive mindset, and that'll be like, listening to a song or like hanging out with a friend or something. But like, I'll have to be like, I'm going to do this to make myself think positively. And then I find typically that when I'm in a positive headspace, I'm thinking about positive things, my life tends to be more positive, and vice versa. So I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know. That's just like a huge thing. And it's like this is the thing, is like there's so many things in the world that cause you to focus on negative things. And this is kind of my problem with therapy, but also not really. Like, I understand the value in therapy. I've like spoken to therapists, but I've never been to therapy. But I think part of the problem with it is that you sit there, and if you have a bad therapist, a lot of the time they just kind of make you focus on the things that are negative in your life, and you sit there and just talk about what sucks. It's like, oh, what went wrong today? And you start listing out shit that went wrong. Why are you listing out things that went wrong? Why do you give power to the thing that is negative in your life? Like, honest to God, it's like if you've ever like been with a guy or a girl, and you find that like the less attention you pay to them, the more they want you. It's like, why are you paying? It doesn't even make sense. So that, because you would be paying less attention to something and then it would want you more. You should be paying more attention. Ignore that whole analogy. That was garbage. You should be paying more attention to the thing that you want. Shit. That's just a really bad analogy. Ignore everything I just said in the past 15 seconds, in the past 40 seconds. The point is, focus on things that are positive in your life. Focus on things that you want more of. And like, just force yourself to forget about the things that you want less of, that you don't care about as much, or that are just negatively impacting your life. Even if you do care about them, just focus on the good things, on the things that can bring you more positivity, because there's nothing to be gained from giving power, attention, and life energy to the things that just sap you of that.